Hello, I'm Sumru. For this introduction to game design and development assignment, I will analyze the game mechanics of Fallout New Vegas using the 6 categories of the Schell model. Game mechanics are the core rules, processes, and data that define how gameplay progresses. Fallout New Vegas' central system are character development, open world exploration, and its combat system, which uses both real-time aiming and the Vault-Tec-assisted target system. Our analysis will use Schell's framework using on space, object, attributes, states, actions, rules, skill, and chance. Fallout New Vegas' physical space is the vast, continuous, and three-dimensional Mojave Wasteland. This space is subject to dynamic constraints. For instance, highly rotated areas like the Dead Cloud Promontory restrict the player's movement, effectively shrinking the accessible space. Crucially, Fallout New Vegas also utilizes zero-dimensional space. This applies direct to the dialogue system. When initiating a critical dialogue with a figure like Mr. House, the space becomes the abstract mental area between participants. A successful speed check is an action achieved within this zero-dimensional space, overcoming a barrier of persuasion to unlock a peaceful quest resolution. However, the loading screens required when moving between interior and exterior spaces break the continuity of the three-dimensional space, which can disrupt the player's immersion. Objects are all entities in the game, such as the player character, weapons, and stimpaks. Attributes are categories of information about an object. Our character's primary attributes are the special stats, which stand for strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck, and associated skills like medicine and explosives. Weapons have attributes like best damage, weight, and condition. Each attribute has a current state. Dynamic states are vital. A limb being crippled severely impacts all physical actions. A companion, such as Bone, might enter a waiting state or a dismissed state. Furthermore, a varmint rifle at a condition 100% is a static attribute value, but its gradual degradation is a dynamic state change that negatively impacts its damage output. Fallout New Vegas also uses secret states like an NPC's hidden karma threshold to determine when they turn hostile. Actions are what the players can do, categorized as operative or resultant. Operative actions are the basic inputs: moving, reloading, swapping weapons, or activating the Vault-Tec-assisted targeting system. Resultant actions are the meaningful strategies that emerge naturally from these bases. In Fallout New Vegas, resultant actions include executing a headshot-focused character build strategy, which combines high perception and the Vault-Tec-assisted targeting system for maximum damage. Or a crucial role-playing game example, crafting a weapon mod. This crafting action requires a chain of operative actions: gathering materials, selecting the workbench, and selecting the item. But results is a strategic, permanent change to a weapon object, an emergent path to power. The game's reliance on fast travel, however, bypasses many movement-related operative actions, potentially reducing the overall emergent complexity of the world navigation. Rules are the most fundamental mechanics, defining the space, object, actions, and the goals. Operational rules are the practical steps players take, such as the mini-game sequences for lockpicking or the console command to wait for 24 hours in-game. Foundational rules are the underlying mathematical structure. For example, the Vault-Tech-assisted targeting system hit chance is a foundational rule, calculated using variables like the player's skill, the distance to the target, and the weapon's accuracy. The existence of unintended exploits, such as infinite experience point loops, suggests that the foundational rules were not perfectly reboots against all objects and action interactions. The most important rule is the goal of the game. Fallout New Vegas' main goal is explicitly clear from the start. Find the man who shot you. This goal is generally concrete, achievable, and rewarding, and is broken down into numerous sub-goals, such as adding the powder gangers or disabling the Secretron army. The skill mechanics shift the focus from the game into the player's ability. Fallout New Vegas utilizes all three main skill categories. Physical skills involve the necessary hand-eye coordination for real-time aiming and effective controller manipulation. Mental skills are essential for decision-making and resource management. This includes strategically allocating perks upon leveling up and calculating the most efficient trade route between Mojave outposts. Social skills are highly relevant. Successfully navigating a dangerous situation via high-level barter or speed check is equivalent to assessing and manipulating an opponent's emotional state, a complex social skill. The game's reliance on passing instant skills checks in dialogue, however, sometimes oversimplifies the social interaction, turning a complex social process into a binary pass-fail condition rather than a layered negotiation. Chance is important because it introduces uncertainty and provides surprises. In Fallout New Vegas, chance is implemented via the probability of success in the Vault-Tech-assisted targeting system, hit chance, and the possibility of a critical hit on any attack. The concept of expected value is key for balancing. An action's expected value is the average of all possible resulting values. For example, a player must weigh the expected value of a low accuracy anti-materiel rifle shot versus a high accuracy 9mm pistol shot. Designers must always measure the real values of actions against the expected value to ensure balanced gameplay. For instance, against a low-health cazador, a dangerous flying insect in Fallout New Vegas, a weapon that guarantees the kill is less reliable than a high-damage, low-hit chance weapon, even if the expected value is technically lower, making the high-damage choice functionally inferior for trivial targets. In conclusion, our analysis demonstrated how Fallout New Vegas successfully maps onto all 6 categories of the skill model. The game's design is characterized by deep emergence throughout its resultant actions, generating sophisticated strategies from a manageable set of basic inputs. The overall framework effectively balances core physical actions, with complex mental and social skill checks, providing players with diverse avenues for success. While we noted mechanical trade-offs, such as minor issues in the foundational rules that allows exploits and the necessary simplification of some social mechanics into pass-fail checks, these compromises are often inevitable given the game's ambitious scope. By dissecting Fallout New Vegas through these 6 mechanical components, we gain a crucial understanding of its reboots, design architecture, and the comprehensive systems that provide lasting player agency.